Hey everyone, it's Volkswagen today playing some Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Uh, got this game a while back. A friend picked it up for me and got me some of the DLC for it. I've been having pretty good fun with it. I've been playing it on normal mode off camera, so I thought, how about we start a career on expert mode? Now the main difference on expert mode is nothing gets highlighted. Like normally you would see the phone, you go on a computer would be there. When you're taking jobs, it really doesn't identify where you got what parts are bad on most calls. I think it might be a bit different. Storyline missions, it might say what you get. Uh, our first job here, we're going to take a look at fixing some brakes. And as you can see, there's 5 parts that are needing to be fixed, but none of them are discovered. So I'm going to have to take a look around, see, like in this case, looks like one of them is going to be that ABS. And then probably brake calipers, stuff like that. So beyond that, gotta have a plan. You know, where we're gonna go with skill points, how are we gonna spend our money as we get it. We do get double XP in expert mode, so we should level fast. My idea is to probably start working on maxing out bonuses that give me discounts to parts, the ability to inspect the value of a car. So when I'm in barns or I'm at the junkyard or even at an auction, we'll be able to see kind of what the value of the car should be compared to what they're charging. As I can expand and start adding stuff to the expansions, we're also going to be looking at going up the repair tree, because that's going to start saving us even more money because we'll be able to do instant repairs possibly. Once you get to level 5 and 6, you really start getting to be able to repair like car doors, trunks, stuff like that. So it's really worth doing. So I think it's those are going to be our two main concentrations starting out as we gain our levels. So already, like I said, I think first part on this is going to be that ABS. As you can see, we don't really start off with a lot of money. We start off with about 4,000, which looks good. But when this ABS pump starts out at $950, your money could go away quick. So we'll go ahead and finish this job, see what like the next one is. And if the next job doesn't look too appealing, we'll take a look at what the first storyline mission looks like on this. I'm assuming it's the same as the storyline missions on the other modes, but I could be wrong. It's been so long since I did the storyline missions, I honestly won't remember. So we'll take a look here. We got 4 more parts to find. And we might have found like 2 of them right here, to be honest. There we go. Let's take a look at inventory. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to say 2 parts right there, and the brake caliper and the brake disc ventilated. Let's go ahead and get that. The cylinder's still good, so I only have to just get the caliper part. And you know what, before we get too far. Yep, alright, so we're down to just 2 more parts to find. That's not too bad. ahead and start on the other side. Maybe if we're lucky. Doesn't look it. I have a feeling that part's... That honestly looks pretty decent too. So I have a feeling the next two parts are going to be brake pads. So we'll just go one at a time. I do also have to apologize. It has been a while since I've been posting videos. I had to take a few weeks sabbatical, wasn't feeling the best. Gonna start getting in the swing of things. Yep, we got brake pads there. I do want to do more my garage videos. I still have that saved going. Hopefully maybe post something that in the upcoming weeks, but right now I kind of want to just focus on this game for the time being. Maybe do I don't know, a decent video. We'll see how many jobs we can get done here today. I would like to get to maybe level, let's say 3 at least. I think that's a fair goal. Also, let's see if I was right on that. I think this is going to be the final one here. We'll say, like the screw outlines and stuff not showing up are kind of throwing me off, so apologies on that one. But it does look like it was another brake pad, so... I think that's all we had. We didn't have any additionals. It didn't say anything about changing oil or anything. Did it? I don't think it did. We'll be able to tell right now. Alright. I'll take it. So overall, we made about 500 off that. I'm not going to complain. This one, we're not going to get much off of other tasks, so let's go ahead and see what Story Order 1 brings us. Alright, so interesting. So Story Order does kind of tell you what you need to fix, which is kind of nice. Change oil, brake fluid, power steering, refill windshield. Not hard. And more so, these storyline missions will give us cases, which is always good. So we're going to need 2 brake pads, need a 2-carb air filter, V8 oil. I'm sure there's something else I'm missing. Let's go ahead and get the oil filter though, since we're right here. This car looks like it needs more than just the filter on this thing. The whole engine, other than the covers, honestly looks pretty terrible. Alright, so don't have to mess with the coolant. So we do part unmount. What is it? Additional tools. Yep. Go ahead and drain this while we're at it. And drain that while we're at it. You know what? Why don't we just refill them? I don't have to remove any engine parts, so I'm not worried about that. This is kind of nice. I was kind of unsure how expert mode was going to be. It's going to take some getting used to, definitely not being able to see like the screws and where they're at, just highlighted, but it's not terrible. I think I've played enough on normal mode to know where to find mode. Ooh, fuel pump. That was what I needed to buy. That was the other part. Then we're going to have to take off all 4 tires and buy 4 new ones. Alright. That raise. Yeah, it's going to make me raise it a second time. Alright, so fuel pump. Got to drain the oil. Oh yeah, that looked like very nice and syrupy. While I'm up here, get that filter. Part mount. Let's get back here. Been playing this game for a few weeks and the camera angle stuff still throws me off at times, so apologies on that. Alright. So now we could start taking off the tires. While we're doing that, we'll just find the 2 brake pads that need replacing. I have a feeling that's going to be one of them. Yep. Alright. Got that. And by the way, people, if you watch, if you have any comments to make, feel free to make them. I am not an expert in this game. I have enjoyed playing it, but if you guys got any tips, if you think I could go a better route than what I'm planning to do with my experience or with my skill points, uh, what I'm going to unlock first. Oh, nope, we don't want to do that yet. Alright. So, other than the tires and the oil, we're good. So, let's get these tires replaced. Also, seeing a car this beat up and not repairing all the parts to it like I have been when I've been building my own is kind of throwing me off because I just see all these filthy parts. It's like, I could do so much better. But hey, the customer wants certain things. That's what the customer gets. I do think one of the early purchases is just buying the tablet so I don't have to keep running to the computer to buy parts as well. It's 500, so I kind of hate spending 500 like so early on something like that. And maybe I'll hold off because I mean the computer is right there. You know, once you start getting the expanded warehouse and all the other parts, or the extended garage, I should say, with warehouse, the second lift, that's when it's really time to start working on that. So, what tires we got here? Standards 215, 75, 15. Do standard, 4 of them, 15, 215, 75. The double XP in this mode is going to be very nice to say the least too. level quicker, unlock skills faster that way. Because obviously we want to get to a point too where we could just worry about our own cars and we don't have to take orders from anyone. Balance these. Alright, last one there. It's not been so bad for the first story mission. Of course, from what I remember, they get worse. Because soon you need to start unlocking places we don't have yet. I think by a 10th or 11th mission, we'll have to have the paint shop. And then soon after that, the dynamo testing area. Or dyno testing area. I'm sorry if you hear the drinking noises. I am having a few libations while we're playing. And I don't know how long this video series will go. Like I said, I'd like to today maybe put a good 40 minutes at it. Let's see if we can get level 3. Get started. And then maybe plot on where we want to go. What do we want our first purchase to be? We do have some of the small time tools that are actually going to be very useful in this mode, such as being able to test the treads and such like that to find out what parts we need to replace. That sort of thing. So we'll find out. Alright, what are we... Oh yeah, we're putting in oil. And this should be it. And get another job done. For the lucky, maybe our case has some goodies like extra money and experience. At lower levels, I think I might hold off on opening the cases because I think at lower levels you get less. At the same time, getting good experience would be nice. But here we go, level 2. So let's already go ahead and knock that out. We're going to go ahead and get that 5% discount on parts, because that's going to be very helpful. Parking alley I'm not too worried about, but gotta get it just so we could get to a regular customer and get the other 5. I for sure want to get good judgment. Just by the time that way we were going to Barnes and the junkyard, we're able to get a good idea. Not that we're going to probably be working on any cars anytime soon. We're going to be probably focusing more on making money. Alright. 25 bonus experience. I'm definitely taking this one. Alright. Another pretty easy break one. These early jobs aren't the most exciting, but you know what? You know what? Well, this isn't even going to have an ABS on it given its age. Alright. One tire at a time. Where are you at? That doesn't look too good either. Let's just check on 3 of those parts. So the pads. Alright, I'm gonna guess the brake disc is... Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get that ventilated brake disc. disc. Kind of surprised. It looked like there was going to be more to it than that. And I think after this job, I am going to, yeah, sell all these other parts. Not going to make me much, but it'll make me some money. And we're far off from being able to repair parts and such, so I'm not going to hold on to them. I won't lie, once we get to repair stuff and all that figured out, the next one might be removing nuts and bolts faster. Alright, that looks like that calipers. Yep. This isn't too bad so far. So we got 3 parts left to go. This isn't so bad in the fact that, oh yeah, so I'm gonna have to actually, how about the brake shoe? Yeah, is it both of those? Yep. Yeah, like I said, I might get that tablet sooner than later, just even in these early orders. Kind of annoying to do so much back and forth. Yeah, I know I could technically just take the tires off and put them back on all at the end, but some of these cars do have tires of different sizes, and my bad luck, I always mismatch them, so I'm having to pull them back off again. I mean, it does give me XP every time I put them back on, but I'd rather not waste that time. Alright. So just a brake drum. The brake drum itself. So we're about to have another satisfied customer. And I was like, kind of want to get some levels quick, just for the fact too that opens up more calls. So it's just not like, oh, here's this one bad call or the storyline mission. I could have possibly 2 varying calls open. Alright. So not great money. But the double XP there was 74, so that, or 25% XP 74, so that was nice. Alright, let's sell all those parts. I'll take 160 extra bucks. I guess we're doing storyline. Alright. Alright. Drain all, drain all, drain all, drain. Camshaft, cam gear, some rubber bushings, some brake pads, ignition coil, and some parts not to discover. this stuff trained in to start. I don't know why I'm having her trained to coolant. That looks pretty much full. Equipment out. So it said 2 brake pads. And 4 pieces to bind. I would not be surprised if this brake disc is not one of them. Oh, so yeah, another set of brake. Alright. So we are up to 3 sets of brake pads. Probably have to buy more. Let's get all this brake stuff taken care of, and then we'll start mucking about with the engine. Come on, get up on there. Ugh. Well, this looks pretty good. So I have a feeling the pads are the only thing to worry about here. I guess it was still same part not discovered, so this was one of the ones we knew about. So I'm guessing as the storyline missions progress, I'm going to have less and less hints on where I need to go, which is understandable. I'm hoping these 2 other parts are actually from the brakes, or doesn't look like suspension. There are some rubber bushings that supposedly need to be replaced. Is that one of them? Yep, that would definitely be one of them. Hey, another level. These rubber bushings look. That one looks fine. That one looks okay. That one looks fine. What about this one over here? Yeah, that looks like a bad one too. Let me go ahead and get those. There are also rubber bushings up here. Well, let's hope we don't have to go remove parts there yet. Let's not go digging that deep. There's some easier rubber bushings to get to in front. Well, we still got 2 undiscovered parts. Curious where they're gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna be on the engine. Additional ignition coils, maybe. Oh, I think this brake is gonna be one of them. Alright, I think that brake and the brake pad are it. Yep. I should have just bought 4 brake pads, huh? Was that ventilated? Yeah, it was. In a way, I wish I remembered what I did with all these previously, because it does look like the same set of missions. But man, I blew through these missions so fast on like normal mode. It's been like already 2 weeks since I've last done them, if not more. Alright. Rubber bushings. That looks like one of them. And this looks like the other. Damn, I'm good. I could not imagine, though, trying to play this like as a new player. I mean, I'm not exactly, let's say, a veteran, because I've only been playing about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. But yeah, playing the guessing game, I would probably not be as good as I am, at least guessing on some of these parts. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that stuff. Just clear up the clutter. So we got a cam gear, camshaft, item holder, ignition coil, oil filter. Let's get the oil filter right now while I'm thinking about it in the card zone. Because really? Thought that oil filter would be in a lot worse shape the way they were talking about replacing it. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Definitely see the ignition coil. Alright. I'm gonna have to pull this off. Well, that's all I need to pull off to get that off. That'd be great. I'm gonna have to pull off the timing cover and get over there, but nope. Get the swirler first. So far, get that off. You off. We'll take this off now. Yep, there's Where's that tensioner? Do I take this off first? Alright. That gear. Awesome. Alright. So we got camshaft. Got that. We need to get cam gear I4 SO. Roller A. Belt tensioner. Valentine belt I4. Was it A or B I needed? It's A. Alright. So beyond that, I'm going to do 2 spark plugs in it. So we could go ahead and get this all put back together. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Of course, it's not going to be as easy, I know, in the future. I got lucky that the 4 unknown parts were brake stuff, which are pretty easy to deal with. Alright. Go back to here. So I just need to find... Well, it's pretty easy to do. Like, it's pretty easy to find a bad spark plugs from what I'm seeing there. So let's finish putting these on. Pull the 2 bad spark plugs. Part unmount. Was I correct? I was correct. Mission coil. I just need 1. Just need 2. Part mount. Almost done. We gotta just refill fluids after this. I think this was the one. Let me double check, make sure that's the one I had it. Yep. Cool. Alright. Well, this hasn't been bad at all. This should put us close to level 4. I mean, depending how close you are, maybe let's just do one more car mission and try to push to get that, and I think that would be a grand place to cut off. Get 3 levels, get a few skills unlocked. See where we're at money-wise when all's said and done. we're off to a good start. It's only gonna get harder for here from here. That's for sure. Well, we'll see. For now, I guess do the missions while they're easy. They might not pay the greatest, but at the same time, get them done fast. Is that everything? It looks like it. Alright. That put us at 4, so. And so far we've made about 2,000, close to 2,700. So I have available skill points at 2. So this is going to cost 2. But it's going to be level 7 before I can get to discount. So it's going to take some time. But we also do have the availability to do 2 other calls now. And we'll just have to look at ones that give bonus to XP and credits. Stuff like that. I think this is a good pausing point. I think we got a lot accomplished here. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will be hopefully posting another video on this soon. Like I said, my garage is not dead. It's just on slight hiatus. I might have something maybe in the next week or 2 there. Also, possible streams coming up with Fishing Planet, SnowRunner, perhaps even this game or my garage. We shall see. But thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.